Hi everybody, it's Perfectly Unpolished with Paula again um, for another workshop video on nail care, just basic nail care. Like I have said before, I am a nurse, I am a Color Street stylist, I am not a nail technician. These are just some little helpful tips and tricks just from having nails. So I hope you will watch and learn maybe a thing or two, or hey, even share some of your own tips and tricks with us. So if you watched the previous video, I had removed all of the Colored Street from my nails. I did it last night. I am a big fan of letting them air out. Nails need air. They also need moisture. So when I was done removing my polish, I washed my hands with just soap and water, and I applied some cuticle oil, and I let that sit for a few minutes, and then of course I moisturized with some lotion. I do not promote any particular product here other than Color Street. So lotions and oils and things that I use are of my own choice and for my own reasons. So you guys are more than welcome to use whatever products are of your preference. So with that being said, nails are clean, polish is removed. So a couple things I like to have on hand: a nail file, which this is a Color Street nail file. It's got a pretty good grit on it too. Um, I have a rather strong fingernails, so this one has a nice grit on it, and it kind of breaks through and easy for me to shape with. So I have my Color Street file. I also like to use a lighter grit nail file when I'm done shaping my nails, just to smooth my edges, because sometimes you'll get a little jaggedy. These little nail files that come in your Color Street sets, these come in the envelope with your 16 strips in your prep pad. These are awesome, very light grit, and they just kind of shine up the edges real good. So I like to use those. I also like to use a buffing block. And Color Street, you have one side for file, and then buff, and then you have polish and shine. Now, when I'm just going to take care of my nails for the day and not put a lotion or put a new set on, I use this. I use all four sides of it. I like to buff because, like right now, I don't know, you probably won't be able to see. I have a couple of, you can see that little nick and chip in there, some rough spots. My nails go through a lot, so every now and then I'll get a little flake or something from banging it on something. It'll chip it up. So the buffing really helps with that. It also helps with ridges. Some ladies will have natural ridges in their nails for various reasons. So the buffing will definitely help that. So I have the file, the buff, and then the polish, and then the shine. And I really like these two. It does bring a nice little shine to your fingernails. And really what that's doing is it's pulling your natural oils to the surface. And that does help with the strength. Now, when I do, as much as I love to have Color Street on my nails, I like my nails to be strong and healthy. So I like to go a good 24 hours with them naked. So tonight I will probably apply a mani. But since I have time right now, I'm going to just go ahead and shape them up and show you how I buff them and just the basics of nail care. So when you file your nails, it is very important to go into one direction only. Now, I am a very impatient person, so I used to like to saw them, and however I could get the job done. However, since I started doing it the proper way, I have noticed a big difference in the way my tips maintain their strength. And because when you go back and forth, you're shredding all those fibers, and it weakens your tips. So you're going to want to file in one direction. And I hope you guys can all see this in the video. Okay. My nails are pretty well shaped already. I had a good week without busting off anything too much. So any rough edges or chips, I'm basically taking care of right now. So, that being said, do any of you have a favorite file that you like to use or a technique? Some people like the battery operated ones or electric ones, and you know, Dremel tools for nail care. Those are cool. Especially if you have, like I said, really hard nails that may take a good while to get through. When my nails get long, and they do, I like to cut them back. I am a nurse, and so having real long nails, A, it's frowned upon, and B, it makes things a little difficult for me if they get too long. So when they get real long, I don't like to clip them. My nails tend to split if I use nail clippers on them. So usually after a shower, when my nails are a little on the softer side, I will go ahead and dig in with a nail file and file them back to the length that I would like. So that's how I do mine. I don't know if any of you have problems with splits and chips. My nails, like I said, are very long and they're very strong. So when I cut them, they tend to splinter a little bit on the edges, and then I have to cut them back even further. And well, that just irks me a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and file, shape, get everything going in one direction here. No sawing back and forth. One side to the other side, no ups, downs. And I'm hoping that I can capture in this video what I'm talking about when I say jagged edges and smoothing them out. Also, along with the fine grit, okay, that's good. You can probably see a little better up against my sweater. So, and then of course, you know, I could feel it, you can feel it on your skin, a little pinchy, jaggedy, whatever. And that's where the finer grit nail polish or nail file comes in, and that will just kind of smooth off the rough edges, just a little bit. Also, I know a lot of people are a big fan, and I really like it too, are glass nail files. You can find these in various places. When I first started using them, I couldn't find them anywhere. Now I can find them at my local hardware store. True story. These tend to seal off. You know, I don't know if any of you get layers in your fingernails, and a lot of times that's due to the keratin not being sealed and moisture getting in there and causing flakes. So these glass nail files tend to just seal it off just right. So I do like them, and they're really cool. Like when I apply my strips, and you'll see in the later videos when I do the manis, that when I apply the strips, I use a regular, just the little nail file that is included in the kit to file off the excess. But then I go over it with the glass file, and it seems to just kind of seal the strip and the nail together perfectly. I don't know if that's what it actually does, but it seems like it does, and I like that effect. So it works out quite well for me. But these will give you a nice smooth edge. A nice smooth edge. Did you see that? I did it. I sawed back and forth. I'm human. Don't do that. And don't pick your color streak off your nails. Let me see. I had one chip one day, and I have to pick at chips, whether they're potato chips, Dorito chips, or fingernail chips. If it's a chip, I'm picking. Well, I don't know if you could see the damage on this one. It's finally starting to grow out. Come on, focus, focus, focus. It won't focus. It won't focus for you to see the damage on that. But there's damage here. The damage was down here because when I picked it, it peeled a layer of my nail off. And I have been babying this little area here till it grows out, and it's pretty much out. I think my next mani, I'm just gonna cut it off. So that'll work. In the meantime, it's a little rough there. That's what the buffing is good for. And also, that's a situation where I might use a top coat or a base coat on this nail. You could also use Clear as Day, which we will also talk about in the upcoming workshop videos. Clear as Day is like the Swiss Army knife of Color Street. You're gonna love it. But it takes care of those little flakes, those little flaws in your nails, so that your Color Street will lay nice and smooth. And it also prevents moisture from getting up underneath those little flaws that causes more damage. So that's filing and a little other stuff. Buff, love the buff. So buff definitely takes care of some ridges and, like I said, those little flakes that happen. And if there's any staining on your nails, like I said in my removal video, I don't get staining from my Color Street. However, I do have some bad habits that on occasion will cause my nails to stain. And other things, you know, gardening, painting, whatever you might do in your daily life can cause some stains. Eating buffalo wings, when I get that wing sauce underneath them, it tends to stain them a little bit too. So you can see here, when you buff them, you can tell it just takes off a little bit of the top layer of your nail, just like the shiny finish on it, and any stains and any little bumps and ridges. Kind of smooths them out. Then, you know, you can clean that dust off, which this is usually sufficient for me. Okay, step 3, polish. And this really just, I really believe that this just brings the nail oils to the surface, and it creates like a protective barrier on your nails. It makes them a little bit stronger. And like I said, I love to have my nails done all the time, but in between manis, time permitting, situations permitting, I do try to let them go a good 24 hours, if not maybe an extra 24 hours without anything on them, just so that they can get a little bit of air, a little bit of moisture, because any nail polish will protect moisture from getting to your nails. Okay, there's polish, and then we're gonna shine. And it really does put a nice shine on them. So if you're gonna go around with naked nails, you may as well have shiny naked nails. Nobody wants to see dull nudity. We want shiny nudity. It's eye-catching. And it makes them look pretty. Natural nails are beautiful all by themselves. Okay. I don't know if you can see in the video here the little bit of shine that is now. Oh yeah, there we go. We can see the shine that's on them now. Okay, so that's using the 4-way block here. File, buff, polish, and shine. Little tip here. Now, if I were to be putting a new set of strips on right now, I would have stopped at the buff. I would have done file and buff, and then I would have left that. Some clients and friends of mine have had problems with even regular nail polish sticking, liquid nail polish staying on and adhering to their nails. A lot of times it's due to some people have naturally oily nails, and that oil will prevent it from adhering. That's why we don't want you to use oils or moisturizing creams directly before applying a set, and to also use your alcohol prep strips to clean your nails, nail beds all around the cuticles and everything real good. That helps your strips adhere to your nails. Sometimes just buffing ever so slightly roughens your surface, and it will allow it to heal better or adhere better. Don't forget though that you need to clean the dust off of your nails first. So that's where your prep pad comes in, to clean your nails. So we've filed, shaped, filed, buffed, shined, polished. Use a moisturizing cream. Very important, especially in the wintertime. You know, get around them fingertips real good. It definitely helps Like I said, I don't promote any particular type of lotions, creams, oils, anything of that nature, just the use of. So that's kind of up to you to find out which ones you prefer. So I'm putting a little bit of lotion on them and paying particular attention to the skin around your nails. Mine get dry and they crack. And then of course, last but not least, let's do a little bit of cuticle oil. And you could find cuticle oil in a variety of ways. You can find them with droppers. Oh my gosh, my lotion's so good I can't open this. Excuse me a second. There we go. I love these cuticle oil pens. These I've seen these just about everywhere you buy nail care products. You just dial it up and it puts the oil right into the little brush, and you just go ahead and swipe it on your cuticles. You see it on there? And I massage it in just a little bit because I just don't like to have goopy oil on me. I have dogs and I pet them a lot, which I have one here with me right now. She's gonna make a cameo appearance. Her and I are hanging out in the basement. Daddy's upstairs. He had a little bit of minor surgery and he's sleeping it off. So we're gonna hang out down here and keep it quiet. And there's that. Now, one thing I almost forgot is my other little tool that I love. And this is a rubber-ended cuticle pusher. Everybody needs one of these if they're gonna have Color Street, or if they have cuticles. That makes everybody. Now, the cuticle oil moisturizer is gonna soften up the skin that comes. Now, if you look at your nails, this is your cuticle, this skin right here. And there's usually a little bit of skin that can grow up along the nail bed. Some people have it really severe where it needs to be cut. I do not. So I am able to get away with a push. So I'm gonna see if you can follow me on this one here. Maybe not because of the angle of my camera. What I do, I oil them up and then I let it sit for a few minutes, which we have, and then I just go ahead and go all around my nail bed, around the skin, and give it all a little push. Just a gentle push back. And that will push your cuticles back. Two things, it's healthier for your nail beds. And number two, when you apply your Color Street will not rest on that dry cuticle skin. The dry cuticle skin, if your Color Street rests on there, in a day or two, you're going to notice your Color Street strip lifting off of that dry skin. And that is going to irritate the heck out of you because you're going to feel it catching in your hair. And if you're like me, you're going to pick. Don't pick. Do not pick your Color Street. Don't pick. So, with that being said, that is my nail care regimen. And tonight I will be donning a brand new mani and making a brand new video. So, hope you all stick around, catch it, and I hope you enjoy these little tips and tricks. And by all means, please share some of your own below in the comments. And I look forward to reading them. Everybody have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.